All right, we've got Team 6 here with Johnny Magnum. You guys step right up here and get a picture with those catfish. We've got some pretty good ones rolling in here.
Stand in between, right in that hole. Hey, man.
How are you, sir?
Good. Hey, how are you?
Come on up here on the side. I got you.
There you go.
This is a veteran team right here as well. So we're going to weigh the big fish first. $27.60 for the big fish. Now we're going to weigh the total of the three. $45 on the money right there. You guys did a great job. We got a total of three. We got 45 pounds on three fish for our first team with Johnny Magnum and team number 6. You guys stick around for a little bit more. My name is Dwayne Morris. I'm here at the 2020 CatMasters at Lake TEXOMA. I'm here with Chad Ferguson, one of the pro fishermen for Sea Ark. Chad, you want to tell us a little bit about these boats and about what you do?
Sure. So I'm a catfish guide, YouTube, kind of all things catfish related. I got my hands in lots of different things. Sea Ark Pro staff member. The boat is a Easy Cat, 26-foot catfish boat. This is, we kind of joke around, call it the mullet of catfish boats. It's got kind of lounge seating in the front and then a more traditional catfish setup in the back, which kind of provides a good boat model for somebody that's looking for, you know, a family boat, a party boat, but they really want to be able to fish out of it. It provides lots of different options. You know, catfishing a lot of times go out, fish at night, spend long periods of time on the water. A lot of people are stretching out in the big lounge seats and, you know, laying out, waiting for bites and things like that. So it's built specifically for catfish, like a lot of the other Sea Ark boat models, the Pro Cat 200, Pro Cat 240, multiple other models. Big 80-gallon live well that's made to hold those big catfish, keep them healthy in tournaments or just everyday fishermen. You know, it's got lots of other options, catfish specific, you know, oversized live well pumps, pump outs so you can recirculate the water. You know, specific kind of seating options that is preferential to catfishermen. A lot of times we're fishing off the backs of the boat. So you got the bucket seats back here in the back that you can turn around, fish off the back, and you know, lots of different options for that. Plus wraparound windshield on all these boats. We love fishing in cold, nasty weather, so that provides another option. You know, a lot of these boats have full enclosures. I suspect we'll see some of those coming through the way-in, where people can put a heater in there, stay out of the rain and the cold when the weather's really nasty. Wash down pumps, self-bailing front decks for catching bait. You know, this boat is really the #1 catfish boat in the market, the Pro Cat 200, Pro Cat 240, and Easy Cat, because there's just so many catfish specific features. And Sea Ark's constantly just working to, you know, improve these for catfishermen, make them better and find those new features. They've got another boat that is under wraps right now and in development that everybody really needs to keep their eyes out for. I suspect here in the next month or so, maybe even at the Catfish Conference coming up in Kentucky, that'll be on display and ready to view for the public, and it's going to be a big deal for catfishermen.
Now, I know catfishing, you're up in some, I mean, you're going through the stumps. You're bumping a lot of things catfishing when you're just drifting or things like that. How does this hole handle that type of stuff?
Sure. So this is a 15-degree hull. It is a much heavier hull than a lot of aluminum boats that you find. If you go out and you know, buy an aluminum boat at one of these big box stores, a lot of times you're going to get a riveted hull and not an all-welded hull. And the aluminum that's used in that hull is traditionally a lot lighter than what you're going to find on these boats. So with that 15-degree hull, most of these boats also have pods on them. It's certainly available as an option, but pods on the back are one of the things a lot of the catfishermen want. So, you know, that 15-degree hull allows you to get out in this big open water like TEXOMA and cut through those waves and handle those waves, but still will run super, super shallow. You know, one of the things that catfishermen, especially in the southern U.S., you know, we love to get up in, you know, 8, 10, 12 inches of water and fish, but we're also out fishing in that big open water. So this really provides all the options so you can, you know, handle that big water, plus go super shallow and bump stumps and everything else when you need to.
Awesome. So if you guys are around the Choctaw area or like to check them out online, go check out a Sea Ark boat or Chad Ferguson. You can find him on YouTube. You can find him on Facebook. A lot of great videos on there teaching you how to fish, where to catch them, and how to do it. Check out these boats. This is the cream of the crop for catfishing right now. So check out Sea Ark and go buy you one today.
I believe we have a couple of boats coming in now.
We're here live at the 2020 CatMasters. I'm here with John Hollinger, Ty Null. We'll be weighing in some more boats. We have another boat coming in right now. I think right now we have one team number 6, that came in at 45 pounds even so far. You guys can come check us out at the Choctaw Event Center. We have an outdoor expo going on as well. We have boats, we have fishing gear, we have security teams, we have women's apparel, we have boats, ATVs. We have an enormous amount of stuff. We have food, drinks, and they're actually doing a boat giveaway today too. So Ty, the team coming in, do you know anything about them? Nothing about them. So we'll see them here pretty soon. For those of you guys checking us out live on Facebook or YouTube, we'll be back to you in a few moments.
2019 year-end closeout specials on all boats at Blackbeard Marine. Drive to one of our 6 convenient locations and pick out your perfect boat. Every single boat is on sale at amazing prices. Here are just a few examples. Suncatcher Diamond Elite Pontoon boats up to $25,000 off. G3 fishing boats up to $13,000 off. Our status as the #1 G3 dealer in the world means amazing deals for you.
For the best performance on the lake, the winner hands down is Blackbeard Marine.
This is Dwayne Morris at the 2020 CatMasters Catfish Tournament and Outdoor Expo at the Choctaw Casino in Durant, Oklahoma. I'm here with retired Colonel Brian Searcy talking about the Paratus Group. What is the Paratus Group?
Well, the Paratus Group was founded late October of last year, and our focus is to teach situational awareness to everybody that's out there. We firmly believe that if we can teach situational awareness to everybody that is in the community and we can take responsibility for our own safety, we can change the dynamic and deal with all the threats that are out there.
So when you're talking about situational awareness, some people that don't have a military or law background may not understand what you're talking about. Kind of break that down as what an individual deals with situational awareness.
Well, the first part of that is self-awareness, and that's knowing what's going on around you. So if you've ever watch people walk down the street and they're on their phone the whole time, or you walk into a restaurant and the entire family is sitting around on their phones, they have no situational awareness. They have absolutely no idea what's going on around them. The big part of that means that if you have no situational awareness and you aren't paying attention to your surroundings and you haven't thought about what to do, you're now easy prey. That is who somebody's going to come after, whether it's human trafficking, sexual assault, all those types of things. But if you have well-developed situational awareness and you know what's going on around you and you're prepared, you're much likely less to be looked at as a threat and prey. So when you're prepared, you're actually taking care of yourself, but it also gives you the ability to take care of all those around you.
Well, and that's not only, you guys also, I believe it's the only one, you have a situational awareness and training that people could do online to do that micro training day in and day out, that a parent may look at that, or a school or a church or anybody really, and be able to show their kids, hey, don't walk along like this because, put your back against the wall, something to do that. How can they get in touch with you guys, or even just go online and they want to learn a little more about that either helps their family and or their business?
Right, so most training today, you go take a 2-hour class, and then within a week, you're going to forget what you did, and it's not going to become a mindset or a behavior. So our e-learning courses use micro-learning, so you're getting about 10 minutes a week, but it's reinforced on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So over the course of a year, you're going to learn how to have a situational awareness mindset and situational behaviors so that you establish that. It's something you do on a regular basis, because these are perishable skills. I learned in the Air Force, if you don't practice these and use them on a regular basis, then you're not going to be able to use them. So folks can go to our website, www.paratus.group. They can look at what we have. They can fill out a form if they want to contact us for more information. Or they can get a hold of me at brian@paratus.group. That's my email, and we'd be more than happy to answer any questions they might have.
Great. So if you guys want to find out some more information about the Paratus Group and what they do, go to their website, paratusgroup.com, correct?
Paratus.com, just
all right,
Paratus.group.
Paratus.group. This is Dwayne Morris at the 2020 CatMasters Lake Texoma. They're going to slowly start trickling in, and then they're going to start lining up and be coming in as quick as we can. You guys check out our vendors, check out the food and the drinks that we have in the back. We have another team coming in right now. No, we don't.
Probably, yeah. I think they're going to take that fish over to the observation tank. If you want to go check him out.
So if you guys want a close-up picture of that fish, you can go over to the observation tank, get a close-up of that, send it to your family, and tell them you caught it.
We got our next team just now pulling up. They had to be out of the water by 3 o'clock, so we should start seeing some teams coming in here pretty rapidly here in just the next few minutes.
Sir, and if you have your wife go to the back, you could go take a picture of that and tell her you caught that one. And she may not know. You just tell her you took it. You went out there while she was gone, caught a big fish. And you got to take it home and clean it too, right? No. We also, if you guys would like some CatMaster apparel, the booth is set up right over here, has everything from decals to hoodies, shirts, hats, a lot of different things that you could check out. If you guys are not in the tournament and you like to fish, you can go back and check out our guys. We're actually going to do a giveaway. They're going to do a raffle. Oh, look at there. They're going to do a raffle for one of their fishing rods, a rod and reel raffle, $5 a ticket, or 5 for $20. All proceeds go to Rods for Warriors, which is an Oklahoma organization, correct? A nonprofit organization. So you go back there and see them, and you'll be able to take care of it.
175. Are y'all vets? Firefighters. Team number 175. They have one big fish with them. Nice. Very nice. Hard-earned fish. 34.16 pounds. 34.16, team 175. Thank you, guys.
So that was the second largest fish we've had so far. Some of the guys, the weather changed and a little bit of things that's happened, it's made it a little more difficult for them to catch some of these larger fish that they've been bringing in this week. So some guys may come in here with just one fish that could potentially put them on the leaderboard tomorrow, because tomorrow is definitely a new day. So today has been, the change, a little bit of wind direction change.
Yeah.
So how do you think that's going to play into tomorrow? A guy, they think, oh, I'm not going to bring in one fish, but that one fish may be the difference for tomorrow.
I can't catch crappie, so what? How the heck am I going to know anything about how it's going to be tomorrow? No, and you're right, the weather has a lot, and the wind has a lot to do with all that, so we'll just have to wait and see. That gentleman said that was a hard-earned fish.
Yes.
So they worked hard for that fish out there.
They did. They spent since, 7:30 this morning?
Right.
Till 3 o'clock today trying to get to that. And, the thing is, you got groups coming in from 27 different states that they may not know this lake as well as some of the other guys do. So they're at a little bit of a disadvantage to make those things happen and know where those fish are bedded up at.
Yeah, and some of them pre-fished this week, but they still, like you said, it's going to be different every day. I think the weather's going to be pretty good on the fishing side tomorrow as well. So we should still see some big fish coming in today and tomorrow.
So these cold temperatures are really good for the catfish.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's a mild day today. It's not hot. It's not really windy. The wind did change directions. which does change up how they fish and if they're in open water or drifting. So a lot of these things, everything from the weather to the fish patterns at this time of the year come into play, and the type of boat they have and the scouting that they did ahead of time.
Right.
So there's a lot of things that come into play that somebody might not think. You know, you think you're catching catfish 10, 12 inches like me and you, but the PetSmart kicked us out, so we couldn't fish there anymore.
Yeah.
But these guys are bringing in 40, 50 pounders that me and you probably never seen.
Right, and like you said earlier, it'll all change tomorrow, no matter what they've scouted and figured out today.
Yes, it will. Daily
Very well.
those things change.
Yeah. The tournaments, that we've done in the past have been that way. One day's excellent, the next day's a real struggle. A gentleman said they struggled today. Maybe easier for them tomorrow. So you just never know. You just got to get out there and fish and hope it'll keep you on the leaderboard.
Well, for a chance at $40,000 for first place, I think I would spend from 7:30 to 3 before I left the water for sure.
And we're also big fish today, and then a big fish tomorrow gets paid, and then the big fish overall for the 2 days gets paid, a percentage of the pot. So
that's 3 chances to make money
yeah,
right there.
like that 62-pound fish a moment ago could potentially win a lot of money. A lot of money. Like we've seen in the past. People came in first, also had big fish of the day, big fish overall. They made a lot of money, and $40,000 is the biggest catfish payout in the United States.
Yes, it is. Now, CatMasters, when we did Possum Kingdom, that was $30,000 to win,
Right.
and that at the time was the largest payout for a catfishing tournament.
Correct.
Here at TEXOMA, just went above that. Now it's $40,000 to win first place at the TEXOMA CatMasters.
And $100,000 overall payout.
Man, maybe you and I should look into fishing instead of talking. I think it pays better.
I know it does. If you can just get on the leaderboard.
Well, that's irrelevant, isn't it?
And a lot of that is because of these great sponsors that we have here, and we couldn't do it without them. And this is really a great expo. You can see some really fine boats. And what better time of the year to be looking into adding to your boat collection?
Yeah, so if you guys are there watching online, Facebook Live or YouTube, check us out at CatMasters.com or go to the Facebook with CatMasters TEXOMA. We'll see you again soon for some more weigh-ins.
2019 year-end closeout specials on all boats at Blackbeard Marine. Drive to one of our 6 convenient locations and pick out your perfect boat. Every single boat is on sale at amazing prices. Here are just a few examples. Suncatcher Diamond Elite pontoon boats up to $25,000 off. G3 fishing boats up to $13,000 off. Our status as the #1 G3 dealer in the world means amazing deals for you.
For the best performance on the lake, the winner, hands down, is Blackbeard Marine.
So much more to you than what meets the eye. A beauty that goes deeper than the surface. I've waited my whole life to find someone who gives love a purpose. I'll stay by your side. When storms are raging, I will hold you close tonight, and I won't let go until the morning rise. Oh, I'll stay by.
Okay, so I'm coming at you live here from TEXOMA CatMasters. I'm with Jason Phelps and Dustin Edwards. We've just had a couple of teams roll through the weigh-in here so far. These guys brought in a good fish today, total weight of 62.97. And we're going to just talk a little bit about pre-fishing, what you did today. I know this is a 2-day tournament. Day 1 of the tournament, there's a lot of tight lips. People aren't going to want to tell a lot of secrets about what they're doing because they don't want anybody else to come back and replicate that the next day. But we'll do what we can. So first of all, where are you guys from?
Ardmore, Long Grove.
Okay, so Ardmore, Oklahoma, Long Grove, Oklahoma. You guys fish TEXOMA a lot?
I'm a guide on the lake.
Perfect. So how did you do pre-fishing this week? Did you pre-fish any at all? Okay.
The rain held us up, and then we stayed off the water.
Great. Yeah, so we had a lot of crazy weather here the last couple of weeks, hot and cold, and then a lot of rain, a lot of water coming into the lake. I haven't been out there. I've heard it's really muddy and just kind of overall flood conditions. Is that right?
Yes, absolutely.
That is correct, yeah. Before the cold weather moved in and the rain came, the fishing was getting excellent, and then, as you know, the weather came in and it shot it all, and so it's been a difficult few days.
Perfect. So got out today. Did you catch a big fish early, late?
Within 23 minutes of being off the boat ramp. And sat 7 hours without catching anything.
So got on the water, immediately caught the big fish, got out, then we're struggling to catch anything else.
When the wind picked up, it went slow.
Yeah.
Minimum bites.
Perfect. So are you going to stick with the same tactics again tomorrow, or are you going to shake things up?
Be a little slower, so we may try to stick to our early morning game plan longer tomorrow.
Perfect. All right. Anything else you want to add?
That's it, man. I appreciate y'all for having us.
And guide service on TEXOMA, what's the name?
Getting spooled.
All right. And they can find you Facebook, Getting Spooled Guide Service on Facebook. So we're going to let these guys go. They've been on the water all day. I'm sure probably hungry, tired, want to sit down for a little bit. We're going to let them get back and relax, wait for some more boats to roll in, not bolts. Wait for some more boats to roll in, and then we'll come back to you with some more weigh-in action. We're expecting to see some really good fish come through here, and hopefully get to talk to a lot of anglers and share some of the stories. And then make sure you tune in again tomorrow as well, because that's when really people are going to be willing to talk and share a lot more information as far as what's happened.
All right, we've got a team coming in to weigh in, and team number 218, we have a veteran in this group, so we're going to weigh their big fish. They have a stringer of 3, which is the maximum. Come on up, guys.
Now this is also one of our veteran teams.
Yes. Yeah, very nice. Very nice. And we're going to weigh that now. The veteran has their own category. We have the big fish for the veterans as well as the big fish of the day.
$24.28 pounds.
Very nice.
For the single fish.
And we got a couple of more to throw in there with the stringer. Overall weight, 33.59. Thank you. Congratulations.
Right on. 33.59 for 3 fish. It's a pretty good weigh-in.
And over 20 pounds for the veteran big fish. Team 38. Thank you. We have Team 38 going to be coming in here in just a moment.
So what's the biggest fish you've ever caught, John? You said you couldn't catch a crappie, so you might not be able to catch a cold walking naked through Alaska, but what's the biggest fish you ever caught?
Actually, I did in Midland this week. Caught a cold.
You caught a cold
Yes,
in
I
Midland
did.
because you sure didn't catch a fish out there.
Does the ocean count?
What's that?
Does the fish in the ocean count?
Well, those are fish, so I would say
I
that.
helped catch a 400-pound mako shark.
Wow.
Notice I said I helped.
You helped.
There was 4 of us that landed that. It took 4 of us and 6 rounds, I think, to kill
6
it.
rounds. Well, I think these guys that are fishing this weekend are a lot better than you and I.
I promise you they are. Come
So
on
let's
up,
go to our
fellas.
next team.
Looks like we have another stringer of 3. Team number 38. We're going to grab their big fish and show it to you. Very nice. Great job, fellas.
They got 2 pretty good sized fish here, John.
Yeah, this is going to be a pretty good stringer here. Big fish, 30.98. 30.98. We got 2 more to go here, too, as well. Another big one. And then the third one. Total weight, 69.05.
68.05.
Oh, 68. Sorry.
68.05 for their total weight. They're starting to roll in a little quicker now. The guys had to be off the lake, I believe, around 3:30. They had to be off the lake. So
This is
morning,
team number 158.
Team 158 coming in with 3 fish.
Where are you fellas from? Wichita Falls, just up the road, or down the road.
Hang on. What did we get?
$14.13 total weight. Thanks, guys. You can go this way. That's fine.
So, 14.13 might not be a lot for today from some of the other ones that we've had coming in. But you add that with the total over the weekend, John, that 14.13 could push them over the top tomorrow to put them either on board for some money or in the leaderboard if they have a good day tomorrow.
Absolutely. We've already seen it's 60, 70 pounds is very doable.
Very doable.
We have 2 fish on this team, 106.
You guys want to
And
pick
they
the
are
big one
veteran.
up and get you a picture with it? No?
They are veterans. $6.50. Thank you.
6.50, like we said a while ago, six pounds may not sound like a bunch, but tomorrow they may have a phenomenal day and push them over the top with 6 pounds.
Last year's tournament, first and second place is only a couple of pounds difference, so you're exactly right.
A couple of pounds.
They all count at the end.
I think there was 10 or 12 pounds between first and 10th place.
Yes.
At the Possum Kingdom tournament, so it'd be very easy to think you guys were out of the tournament with the 6 pound weigh in, and then tomorrow come in with 100 pounds of fish and just take you over the top.
Right here. This is team number 23. Or, excuse me, this is team 79. Okay.
$5.35. They're weighing one fish at 5.35.
5.35, team 79. 79. Now we have team 23, okay.
So the weigh-ins here, we have official scales, we have people that have checked the boats, we have people that have checked pretty much everything from start to finish.
3 more fish coming in for team 23, correct? Team 23. All right. Hi, guys.
I seen how he sent you up here. He's like, yeah, you go ahead. That's probably because you did all the work and caught all the fish.
All of it, yep, that's right.
Was it rough out there today? Good? Yeah. 12.32, team 23. Thank you.
23.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you guys again tomorrow.
Team 35? Team 35, we have 1 fish. Once again, you should bring every fish in that you get because, I mean, we keep saying this, but.
You know, it's weird, John, but that could be a $40,000 fish right there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Rough out there? You're a little rough. 3.48. That's more than I caught today.
3.48 could be worth $40,000.
Put another 80 with it. No. Thank you, sir. Thank you for coming.
You know, one of our main sponsors is Sea Arc. They
Yep.
put a lot into helping us put on this expo as well as the catfish tournaments that we've done so far, and they are a phenomenal sponsor. There's a lot of them here, but I've seen quite a few guys that came in already in Sea Arc boats.
I was going to say, that biggest fish came out of a Sea Arc boat. You're
So
exactly
maybe
right.
that's the key to getting the big fish is getting the Sea Arc boat?
My gramps would have told you the key would be to have one of those Zepcos.
The Zepcos?
Biggest fish I ever saw him catch was on a Zepco.
So maybe you and I.
It was a catfish, too.
So maybe you and I need to get a Sea Arc boat, a Zepco reel, and we even have CatMaster fishing rods. So maybe we need to just get everything we need here, and then I'll drive the Can-Am and pull the boat to where we're going.
Okay.
All right.
Here's a big boy coming up here now. Woo. Team 26. Team number 26. They've got, they have 2 fish or 3?
2.
2.
That one may have eaten the other one because that is a big, fat catfish.
Got a belly like I have on it, I tell you.
You guys are going to want to get a picture of this one. This thing has a huge belly on this catfish.
All right, we're going to take a picture of this biggest one and then weigh it.
Yeah, get them both.
Oh, get them both. Okay.
This is the baby of them right here. Let's go on this side.
There he is. Whoa.
Woo! That's some big catfish right there. Now we need to weigh the one.
Let's get that big one in there right now. £47.15. Now we'll add number 2 into the bucket for a total weight 73.46.
Good
Woo!
job, guys.
Where are you guys fishing out of? San Angelo. They have water there.
Well, it's pretty scarce.
Yeah. Welcome to West Texas, huh? Set her right there. Team 84. Okay, thank you. They have 3 fish. 84? All right, come on up.
How was the fishing out there today?
It was pretty tough for us. The spot we were in, it kind of turned off today, so we did better yesterday than we did today.
But there may be $40,000 worth of fish in that bucket.
Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow.
20.42. Very nice. Thank
20.42.
you. Yeah, that's a good number.
We'll see you tomorrow.
20.42. Next team is Team 137.
So did you guys do any pre-fishing, or did y'all just kind of come in here blind?
We did pre-fish for a couple days.
How was the pre-fishing compared to how the fishing was today?
A lot worse.
A lot worse today than the pre-fishing?
No, pre-fishing was a lot worse.
Pre-fishing was a lot worse. So this is great. I mean, it's 2 fish. They're not big, huge monsters, but you still have another day that this
total
could
weight.
change everything.
That's right. That's right.
Here's a total weight of 11.41 pounds, 1141.
Congratulations.
Go off this way if you would, guys. Yep, thank you.
I have Kenneth and Drake Holmes and Tim Klein here. They just came in with an impressive stringer, 68.05. I believe that is first or second place at this point. Second place. I just had a handful of boats come through so far. So did you guys pre-fish at all this week?
Not this week. Did last weekend.
Okay, and I know you know the lake well. You guys fish here in the area a
Yes,
lot.
sir.
So you kind of had a game plan coming in.
Yep. Had a pretty good game plan.
And then, so when you got out this morning, did you catch fish early, catch fish late? How'd your day go?
We caught them pretty much all day. We caught most of our weight pretty early, and then nothing that would help the rest of the day. They either weren't big enough to cull or too big to help on the unders.
And what was big fish?
30.
Perfect. So same game plan tomorrow? You going to change things up? Stick with what you know?
We'll stick with what we know.
All right.
We don't get too fancy.
And did you get a feel while you were out there for what everybody else was doing? Did people catching fish overall, or is there a struggle?
We only seen one other fish get caught, and everybody said it was tough.
Yeah.
But we didn't see a lot of people. So.
Sure. Well, that's a good sign. Good sign. That tells you something. They're going to be tight-lipped here today because it's, again, 2-day tournament. Nobody wants to show their hand first day. And there's a lot of places to hide on a lake that's almost 100,000 acres. But take that for what it's worth. So anything else you guys want to add before we go?
No, it's a great tournament so far. We just got to double up tomorrow.
Great. Thanks for joining us. We're going to go back to some more live weigh-in action, and then we'll come back for some more interviews.
26.03. 26.03. Go off this way, please, sir.
See you tomorrow.
Right here. Team number 192.
It's the first flathead we've seen, isn't it? We got our first flathead right now, John.
Oh, yeah. Total weight for the stringer, 4.89 pounds. 4.89 pounds.
132? I'm not sure.
Sorry. That's
This
him.
is 192.
Yeah, that was team 192. 4.92.
For those of you that are watching online, or you may be here and you're wondering how to get into the CatMasters, we also have some other tournaments coming up. We have some coming up in, actually, I believe it's Alabama. They have a 3-day tournament in Alabama in 2021 that is going to be 3 different lakes. So the chance of they'll fish one lake one day, you'll fish another lake the next day, and the top 50% of the anglers for the first 2 days will converge on one lake for the final day. I'm not sure what the prize money is going to be, but if they continue to raise it up and up like they have so far at CatMasters, this could be phenomenal. Right now, this is the largest, and it seems like they just keep trying to outdo themselves every time.
What number?
78.
Team number 78. 8.65. 8.65. Oh my goodness.
Dear Lord, it looks like a shark.
Team number 92.
John,
Team
that
ni-
fish looks like a shark.
Team 92. This is team number 92. They're going to take a picture, or hold it up so you can take a picture of it. Kind of built like Robert Newsom for the Cowboys. Short and wide, if you remember him. Total weight, 46.16 pounds. Very nice. Thanks, guys. Woo. Ty, you tired yet?
Well, yeah. Did you see how Ty got some young guys to come in and pick
Yeah.
up all the fish that were heavy?
This is team number 144. This is you? Awesome. All right, we'll get them over here. 3 on this stringer. This will be a nice stringer to add to tomorrow's weight.
Yes, it is. Today,
Not the biggest fish we've seen, but total weight's what we're looking for.
total weight is what counts. So you add this. They have a great day tomorrow as well. This could be worth $40,000, so you should still have a smile on your face.
Total weight on this 3-fish stringer is 29.21. 29.21. That's a good number right there.
That it really is.
Yeah.
And
If you're in that upper 20, 30 right now,
one fish could change it.
like we saw earlier,
Yes.
62-pound fish.
Yeah, one fish could change the difference
Right.
between being in the money and out of the money. And there's a lot of spots that
And there's
pay
a
in
lot
this
of money,
tournament.
yes,
There's a lot
yeah.
of money to be made.
Not to mention big fish each day overall. Team 202. Team 202 have 1 fish. Once again, they all add up.
The rough fishing today.
6.89. 6.89. Thanks, fellas.
Tomorrow.
A number of boats in line, as we figured they would. Remember, they're required to be in line here by 4:30 to make the weight.
You guys go online, or if you're here in person, go and check out all our sponsors, from CARC to the Texas Catfish Association, I believe is here. I believe that's where they're TXTCA. We have Marine Master. I mean, there's just an enormous amount of sponsors that help us put this on. We have fishing rods. We have all the different tackle you can imagine. We have everything from women's apparel to, which Ty was trying on earlier.
Oh, my.
To, yeah. Wow.
Here's a lady that could try some on. 83. This is team number 83. They're going to hold their fish up and let's get some pictures if you'd like. You're probably going to get a picture of this one.
No, picture.
Team 83. Yes. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's weigh that rascal. See what we're looking at. That's going to tip the scale at 44.93. Great job, fellas. Let's go out this way, please, sir. Thank you.
We'll see you tomorrow.
44.93.
And some of these big fish that you're seeing up here, you can see them even closer right over at the observation tank, right by the sign-in desk and where all the apparel is for CatMasters. You can go over there and take a closer look at these fish and see how big they really are up close.
Coming up, this will be team number 22. This is one of our veteran fishermen. Coming up, team 22. Again, the veterans have their own category as far as big fish are concerned, so we weigh all of those first. Three fish on this stringer. Come on up. Good to see y'all.
You caught the biggest one, though. Good job, guys. Heck yeah.
Very nice. Once again, one of our veteran fishing teams. Let's weigh the big one.
$26.31 for the single
Very nice.
fish.
And now the rest of the stringer.
Have a total weight of 52.57 for three fish.
Nice. If y'all will go off
Good job,
this way,
guys.
please.
And this is one of our veteran groups. When we say veteran, we don't mean they've been fishing a long time. We're talking about military
Yes.
veteran
Yes.
fishing teams that are set up, and we like to support the military veterans and HOT and a lot of those things. So when we say our veteran team, we're not talking about the fishing. We're talking about the service to their country and what they've done for each and every one of us.
This is team 167. They have one fish on their stringer. And look at that rascal.
You want to hold this up and get a picture? All right, let's grab hold of him and get a picture.
He is pretty.
That might be a $40,000 fish right there. He's camera shy.
These fish must be alive when they come in. This one is definitely in that category. Let's weigh him.
That's awesome.
6.21 pounds. Thank you. If you'll go off this way. Thank you. Team 169 now coming to the scales. Here you go, Brett. They have one in their stringer.
We got
169.
11.57. 11.57.
11.57. And this is team 181. I have one fish. Want to hold that up and we'll get some pictures of it? You can try. Or maybe it'll hold you up. Oh, nice fish. Very nice. Hard work out there today? Yeah. That was it, huh? Well, he said he got one bite, and it counted. Let's see what he weighs. Oh, very nice. 26.65. 26.65 pounds. Team 154 now coming to the scales. They have one fish.
Got one fish weighing in at 10.39. 10.39.
10.39. Okay. Another one of our veteran fishing teams, 112, fishing team 112.
Okay, so we're coming back here. I have John Jameson, Justin Neese, and Mark Thompson. Sorry, hopefully I didn't botch that up. I'm bad with names. Again, these guys just brought in 46-pound and some change fish. That was their big fish for the day. Total weight, one fish. Obviously, John, I know you've been chasing catfish all over the country for many years, fishing these tournaments. Know what you're doing, where to go, where to look. So and as John says that, any true fisherman will tell you that that's the case, because no matter how much you think you know, you learn every time that you don't know very much.
Yes, absolutely.
So how did your day go? Did you catch your fish early, late?
Caught our fish about an hour in at 8 o'clock this morning. Tough conditions. It's been tough for us all week. Bluebird skies today. At least we got some sun. And again, we caught him about 15 feet of water on a main lake point.
Perfect. So you spent some time here this week pre-fishing. Did the pre-fishing go pretty well?
It's been tough. We just sporadically catch a fish here and there. Can't really target them, and that's what makes it so tough to we can't get on a pattern. So, we caught a nice fish today, but we're not even sure what we're going to do tomorrow because we're having difficulty establishing a pattern.
Yeah, that's a lot of the problem. You've kind of heard that in some of the other interviews that we've done so far today. That's a lot of the problem that you're going to see a lot of the anglers having in this tournament right now. We've had crazy weather, really warm days, cold nights, cold days. It's just kind of been all over the place. Typical Texas weather. Sometimes you have 4 seasons in one day. Sure. We've had a lot of rain, some flood conditions. It just really makes things tough. And when we start to factor in those environmental things, every one of those little things changes. If you're watching this, you don't know a lot about catfishing, you can go and you can look John's name up online. You'll find countless magazine articles. Truly one of the veterans and the trailblazers in the sport of catfishing. His name is going to be up there with Phil King and Big Cat Patterson and a lot of these guys that really kind of set the path for tournament catfishing. And for a team like this with that much experience and that much knowledge, saying they're having a hard time getting a good pattern in place really kind of says a lot for the fishing conditions, and the fact that they came in with a good fish, speaks volumes for their ability as well. So anything else you want to add about your fishing today?
No, we're just hoping for better conditions tomorrow. So tomorrow we're looking at a south to southeast wind, and we're hoping that that's going to spur the bite out a little bit. That's what we need, is some sort of a conditions change.
Yeah. And that'll certainly help. And then another factor that a lot of the anglers are really going to consider tomorrow, when you've got a 20-plus mile-an-hour south wind, it sounds like we got a good fish over there. When you got a 20-plus hour south wind coming in on a lake that's almost 100,000 acres, And there's a long path for that south wind to really pick up and that lake to start rolling. You know, sometimes even when you go in with a game plan, you find fish, but that wind can change everything. And, you know, it's really going to kind of add another level of complexity to what we're doing tomorrow. So before we go, any sponsors, anything you guys need to plug?
Lund Boats, Mercury Motors, Minn Kota, the Rod Shop, a few others, but that takes care of most of it.
Well, thanks for coming and fishing today, guys, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Hopefully, we'll see some bigger fish tomorrow, a lot more fish. Best of luck, and we'll love to talk to you again some more tomorrow and get some more information. You know, again, just one last reminder, this is a 2-day tournament, and, you know, these guys are competing for $40,000 first place payout. I believe that that's the highest first place payout in catfish tournament history as far as I know. So we're going to talk to a lot of people today, but we're going to get bits and pieces of information. John gave us a little bit more than I really thought we would get. That speaks to his level of confidence. Maybe it tells us he's not going to do the same thing tomorrow. I don't know. But, you know, as we get into day 2 and we're not competing as much, people will speak more freely about what's going on. So we're going to go back here, catch some more of the live weigh-in action, and then we'll come back for some more interviews.
This is team number 36. If you wouldn't mind grabbing that and holding it up, we'll take a picture and then we'll weigh it. All right, this is team 36, y'all. Very nice. Let's see what that one weighs. No. Total weight. 30.87. 30.87. Team 187.
Did you guys have a
Team 187.
How was it compared to? Did you do any pre-fishing?
Oh yeah. Didn't catch hardly anything.
5.07. I'd be so happy to catch that.
Yes, sir.
I
I'd be
would,
happy with a
I'm telling you.
5-pound.
Team 121.
Watch your butt.
They'll get it for you. They'll get it for you. Good to see you, sir.
Good, buddy. How are you? A little rough fishing today? Was it rough fishing?
Oh, it was tough. We found some big fish, and we just couldn't. They was all males. We wouldn't open them out. All these were females.
Right here, we got 3 fish weighing in 11.61 pounds. 11.61 from Danny King. I asked Danny how the fishing was. He said it was just really rough. He couldn't get any of the females biting. It was just the males, and the males are typically smaller than the females.
You said that, not me.
Hey,
Okay.
you know, I was talking about fish. Don't get me in trouble.
By the way, I understand some of our anglers that are in line are watching this on Facebook Live. If you're in line currently out on the highway, you need to get out of that line, come over by the KOA campground, and get over here where we told you to be. So if you're watching online right now, get out of that line that's got you backed up on the highway, and come around by the KOA, which should be on the east side of this building, and then you'll come in there. Here's a big fish for you, folks. You.
Big fish and a little guy, I think, right here.
Team 122. 1 fish, and the total weight for Team 122 is, oh, wow, 55.02. Let's hear it for that one.
You know, in the Possum Kingdom tournament, the first day didn't go good for that team. The second day, they came in and brought in some big fish and put them up in the money with just the second day. And the first day, they really didn't have a good day. So to start off like that, that was for one fish at 55 pounds, that's phenomenal. Big long fish.
Team 156 now. Team 156. Total weight 38.74. 38.74. Thank you, sir. Next one to the scale will be team number 5. Team 5. They have a total of 3 fish on their stringer. Team 5, total weight. 31.49, 31.49 pounds.
Good job. So, John, I just asked him, I said, how was the difference? This is actually the last guy that was here, he said, this is our first fishing tournament. So this is the first time they've come in. Compared to what's come in, they did
They're on the board.
They're on the board. They put a pretty jam-up job. Yeah. First tournament bringing in 3 pretty sizable fish.
Absolutely. $129, 1 fish, total weight. Team 129. 7.30, 7.30. 49, team 49.
Got 1 fish for team 49. $5.97 for 1 fish.
5.97. I think they've got some friendly wagers going on between the teams, too.
Yeah.
This is team 7. Take pictures, if you don't mind. Yeah, grab them, hold them up. They say number 7 is lucky. Not a bad day. There you go. Let's weigh those things now.
That's probably what it is. Good spot. That was a swish.
Very nice. 41.91 for 2 fish. 41.91. Team 5, if you're still here, you left your card over here, side of the stage. If they'll have it right out front for you there. Team 5, if you're still here. Team number 139, team 139 coming to the scales now.
Out of Jackson, Tennessee.
21.83. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
You guys don't forget, we have drinks in the back as well as just on the other side of the wall here, we have food set up. Tomorrow,
a quarter-pound hot dog.
A quarter-pound hot dog. Yes, as you can tell, I had a couple of those.
Yeah.
So tomorrow we have a fish fry going on from, I believe, around noon on.
Team number 51 coming to the scales now. They have 3 fish. Going to be a decent weight right here. Right?
Yes, sir.
That's a good stringer right there. Total weight, 41.82 pounds. 41.82. Next team will be team number 195 coming to the stage.
Okay, so I'm here with Devin Fouts and Dan Adler, right? Sorry, I messed that up. These guys come down from Nebraska, fished here at TEXOMA CatMasters. They've been fishing, pre-fishing this week. So tell me a little bit about your pre-fishing. How'd that go?
It's been slow. It's been slow. Tried a lot of different depths, tried a lot of different techniques, but it's been slow. But we found a few fish, so we've just been plugging away.
Sure. So they brought in 44.93 was big fish in total weight for weigh-in. So how did you guys do today? Did you catch fish early, late? How did your day go?
That one bite early, and it was dead after that.
And so did you stick with the same game plan and just kind of ride it out, or did you shake things up when it slowed down?
No, we just rode it out because we had fish moving underneath us all day, so we just stuck with it, and another bite just didn't come.
Sure.
So
tomorrow, same game plan? You going to change things up?
we might change things up a little bit. We'll see. Just going to follow the graph.
I understand. Sometimes that's the best thing you can do. Anybody you want to thank before we go?
Well, no, we're good. I want to thank the Possum Kingdom CatMasters for putting this on. So, but thank you.
Well, thank you very much. And again, as he said, Brian and these guys have really just done an exceptional amount of work putting this tournament together. $40,000 first place payout. It's a big payout for a catfish tournament. 221 boats here fishing in this tournament today. This is kind of a milestone event for the sport of catfishing. You mentioned that you guys spend a lot of time traveling up and down the road, fishing these big tournaments and trying to get out of the ice fishing in Nebraska. So we appreciate you coming down, and best of luck to you tomorrow.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you.
Team 30, big fish. We have 3 total. This is going to be a nice stringer going.
57.84 pounds for 3 of them in the first day.
57.84. That's a good spot to be on the board. 57
yes, it
pounds.
is. One of those big fish push you over the top tomorrow.
Yes. This is team number 4. I'll announce it again.
Weighing in 3 fish. $13.22. 3 fish at 13.22.
Again, Team 5, if you're still in the building, you left your card, you're going to need this before tomorrow. They will have it over at the desk over there, the main desk. Team number 5, you left your card. 217, team number 217. Total weight on this 2-fish stringer is 12.32. 12 Yeah.
Oh, baby.
You don't play craps by any chance, do you?
Hey, I guess it's half full or half empty, but his was half full for sure.
Hey, you had a full stringer? Oh, no, you had 2, didn't you?
He had 2. We got a full stringer right here, though.
Yeah, here's Team 34 with 3 fish.
I'll hold those big ones up. You got a short? You're going to turn right over here so that everybody can get some pictures.
Whoa. Very nice, very nice. All right, let's weigh those babies. See what we have. Total weight is going to be 46.73. Very nice stringer. 46.73.
Good luck tomorrow. I know what they use for bait. Oh, that broke it.
Okay, so I'm here with James Prince, Chong Prince, and Johnny Weaver out of Texarkana, Texas. 52.57 total weight with 3 fish they've weighed in today. So we've had a lot of teams come through with 1 big fish. We've had some teams come through with a handful of small fish, and you guys have kind of weighed in a good weight and a few fish, which has been a little bit unique so far. James, I know you run all over the country chasing these tournaments. We bumped into each other many times at different places across the country. So did you come in this week and pre-fish?
We came in, we fished 2 days this week.
And how'd you do with your pre-fishing?
Not very good. It was very tough.
Okay, so then when you got out today, did you change your plan from what you'd done pre-fishing, or did you go into it with a game plan and stick to it?
We came in with a game plan, but also where we pre-fished, we only caught 2 fish pre-fishing, and we came in and just fished that spot.
So did you catch fish early, late in the day, kind of throughout the day? How did your day go?
We actually caught them throughout the day. Throughout the day.
Throughout the day. Perfect. Again, like I said, we're hearing a lot of different things from different anglers. One thing that has been consistent so far with the people I've talked to, I'm hearing a lot of people saying they caught fish immediately, like within the first 20 or 30 minutes of the day, and then they didn't get another bite all day long. So interesting that you had consistent bite throughout the day. You brought in several fish. You got a good weight. Obviously, you're on to something. That something could be worth $40,000. Tomorrow. The big thing with catfish tournaments like this, things can change very quickly. As you know, a team may come in with, 20, 30, 40, or even 50 pounds, feel pretty good about themselves, and then as the weigh-in progresses, begin to get discouraged. But the very next morning, the tides could shift, and it only takes 1 fish. TEXOMA produced a former world record catfish, 121 pounds. There's a lot of big fish in this lake. 90, 100-pound fish are caught here fairly consistently. And certainly 50, 60, 70-pound fish are very common. So it's going to be interesting to see how this weigh-in changes throughout the day today, and then really what happens tomorrow with this fishing. I know you guys cover a lot of water, fish all over the country. I know you know how to find fish, so we wish you the best of luck tomorrow, and hope that we see some good things again tomorrow. Is there anything you want to talk about or plug before we go?
No, we just want to see bigger fish tomorrow.
Well, again, James and Chong Prince and John, if you're driving through Texarkana and you see flashing lights behind your vehicle, Mr. Prince may be the one there.
Until December 31st.
Yes, but he's about to retire. But, like I said, these guys are good as gold. And, one of the things that really makes people want to come out and fish these catfish tournaments is meeting people like this and getting to know everybody. It's something I certainly enjoy as well. So we're going to go back to some more live weigh-in action, and then we'll come back and do some more interviews.
Awesome. Good luck tomorrow.
Love watching those animals work too, man. This is Team 44. Team 44. 3 fish on their stringer.
It's good looking fish, though. Some things are, heck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Big, long baby right there.
It's going to put you up there on the board.
He's sitting good. 29.03 pounds for 3 fish. 29.03. Woo! Here comes another hog.
My goodness. That's a good-looking fish.
That's a good-looking fish.
Speaking of fish, there's going to be a fish fry tomorrow afternoon with the guys in the back None of these fish.
And it's absolutely none of the fish that we're
Right,
catching
right.
now.
Team 76, she's going to hold it up for us. Nice. Very nice. Okay.
All right,
Only
let's weigh
fish they
that
caught,
one,
but
see what
it's a
it
good
comes
one.
in. This way. Just stand right here for a second. Wait right here. Let's get her away.
35.85 pounds. Very nice fish.
He looks a little bigger than 35
All right.
pounds, didn't he?
Team 73, and both are veterans. What branch of service for y'all?
Yeah.
Some of my fellow Army vets right here.
Go ahead.
Right?
Look straight out.
Very nice. Are these catfish or croakers? 15.99. Very nice.
Good job, guys.
Thanks, guys. Army veterans right there, y'all. Y'all need help? That was a rough day, wasn't it? Team 81 right here. Have one fish. $2.36. This is Team 108. Team 108. Three fish stringer. Total weight 29.66 pounds. 24.66. 24.66. I need to get these bifocals fixed. I swear, officer, I thought I was doing 70. 37, team 37. One fish. Total weight. $11.78. 11.78.
Okay, so I'm here with Chris and Kylie Baldwin, husband and wife team based locally here out of Oklahoma. They brought in 89 pounds total weight, 50 pounds big fish. We believe that 89 pounds may be in number one place right now, which is a big deal. Again, competing for $40,000 first place payout. That's without big fish. So Chris and Kylie, I know you guys, we talked at CatMasters. I know you guys have fished the past year's CatMasters. One, the first year was $30,000, was that right? $25,000 they won at Possum Kingdom CatMasters at the first year. So did you guys pre-fish this week?
Yeah, we pre-fished for 7 days, and it didn't go so hot all week. So I did something a little different and let her make all the decisions today. And it was the right decisions, and she put me to shame.
So, yeah, that's what we've been hearing a lot. Pre-fishing was tough. So Chris is saying he punted to Kylie, and I'll tell you, of many, many years of guiding, women always catch the biggest fish, and they usually catch more fish. And I don't know why that is. Obviously, you made a good call. Kylie made a good call. You made a good call listening to her. So did you catch fish early, late, throughout the day? How'd your day go?
All of them came before 8 o'clock, pretty much.
So several teams we've spoken with today, we're kind of hearing the same thing. Most of the teams have said they had a real good bite early and then it just kind of slowed down and they struggled throughout the day. There's been very few teams that have come through and said that, they were in a consistent bite throughout the day. And with the weather that we're having right now, it can be down 30 degrees, just slightly above at night, and then not uncommon to have 65, 70-degree weather sometimes during the day. It didn't warm up quite that much today, but a lot of times that'll really change the fishing throughout the day. So are you going to stick with the same game plan tomorrow, or are you going to shake things up? You going to listen to Kylie again tomorrow? What's the plan?
I'm going to listen to Kylie. She's in charge.
We'll probably stick to the same game plan tomorrow. It seemed to work well today.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, obviously, like I said, it's a belief right now, 89 pounds. We believe this is number one weight, 50-pound big fish. What was the total number of fish?
We had 3 fish.
3 fish total. I think this second team we've spoken to that had 3 fish total. So obviously they're doing something right. Obviously they're in a good pattern. Anybody you want to thank before we go?
I'd like to thank Monster Rod Holders, Steve Douglas, for all the support he gives us, and Nate Davis at the Tackle Bandit, and Eddie White with Fish Heart Industries. Perfect. They all make it a lot easier on us. So
perfect. Well, thanks you guys again for coming to fish. Thanks for taking the time to talk to us. Hopefully we see some big things again tomorrow. Kylie looks confident, so we think she's got it figured out. And this is one of the teams that you need to keep your eye on tomorrow. Again, they've proven themselves at Possum Kingdom in some very difficult fishing conditions 2 years in a row. Obviously did very well today, and fishing can change day by day. You can be a hero or zero at any given moment. That's part of fishing, but definitely Chris and Kylie Baldwin, somebody you need to keep an eye on tomorrow as this weigh-in progresses, and you can really see some big things, as obviously they're in the running right now for a big payout. So we're going to go back, catch some more weigh-in action, and then we'll be back with some more interviews here at TEXOMA CatMasters.
Forward to a hospital visit, a clinic, get them a prosthetic, or to take them out fishing, hunting, or different things around the country. They worked with a lot of different organizations that have really benefited the veterans in one way or another, whether they have a physical or emotional issue that they need dealt with. They work with them firsthand. So you guys go and check them out at HOT. That's www.hot.com.
Yeah. 81, Team 81, if you're in the house, you left your card. Team 81, we'll have it for you over at the desk. This is Team 130. Got a couple of really nice fish in there. No.
You want to pick that big one up and get it? Mm-hmm. Damn alligator.
Oh, very nice. Very nice fish. All right, let's weigh it.
All right, let's
Team
weigh it up.
130. Here's our total weight.
For 2 fish.
56.32. 56.32. Make sure you grab your card when you go back around. This is team number 119. They only got 1 fish. Y'all want to hold it up and let them see it? Let's take a picture right here, if you don't mind. Look at this baby right here.
45.79.
All right, we're going to weigh this. Their 1 fish here, and it's a dandy. Yeah. 119. Team 119. Look at this rascal. 39.22. 39.22. Very nice.
In a good spot for tomorrow. Ooh. Not sure if that's their blood or yours.
This is Team 62. Yeah, just
Yeah, hold it up and let them get a few pictures.
Team 62, they got the one fish. Very nice.
$14.08.
1408.
Make sure you get your card when you go back around.
Team number 213, now they have two fish. Team 213.
Crack in there or something.
Total weight, 9.07. 9.07. Thanks, guys.
Yes, sir.
Team 177, they have three fish. This is going to be a nice little stringer here, Toy.
A nice little stringer right there, a fish for today.
Team 177.
Gator fish.
Thir 37.95. That's a good place to be right there. 37.95.
Good job.
Coming to the scale now, Team 174 with two fish. Team 174.
$7.93. Two fish at 7.93.
Team number 168, another one of our veteran teams coming to the stage now.
Not only do we appreciate the veterans that come out and fish, for any of those of you that are here that are watching, we appreciate your service to our country and for the sacrifices that you have made.
Thanks for fishing with us.
Okay, so I'm here with Lonnie and Dawn Fountain. Total weight, 56.32 pounds. Big fish was 45.9. Something that you probably are beginning to pick a trend up on. You're going to see a lot of husband and wife teams coming through here, something that's very common in the sport of catfishing. A lot of family teams. That's one of the great things about these catfish tournaments is you see a lot of families come through here. So I know you guys, we've crossed paths at lots of tournaments over the years. I know you guys travel all over the country. When they announced TEXOMA CatMasters, did you decide immediately that you were going to come?
Yes, we signed up 3 or 4 months ago. So we knew it was coming.
Perfect. So I know you came down and pre-fished this week, right?
No.
No pre-fishing. Okay. So came in a tournament blind. Today's the first day you've been on the water. Did you have a game plan when you got out there and stick to it, or how did that go?
We had a plan, just kind of stuck to it. We got off of it and moved, and should have stayed where we was at. So.
And did you catch fish early, late, throughout the day? How'd your day go?
We caught 2 fish early.
And then it just kind of slowed down and didn't catch a whole lot. Something that we've heard a lot over and over and over again. A lot of people caught fish early, then it really slowed down. They didn't catch other fish. There's been very few teams that have come through and said that, they really caught fish throughout the day. Why that is, who knows. So are you going to go out, do the same thing tomorrow, or are you going to change things up?
We got to stick with the plan.
Stick with the plan. Okay, anything else you want to talk about before we go? Any sponsors you want to thank?
Yes, Bloodline and what's it?
Big Cat Products.
Big Cat Planning Boards and Bottom Dwellers.
Okay.
Driftmasters. Anchor Wizard.
Perfect. And I know you guys fish out of a Sea Arc boat. Have you got signed up for the Sea Arc tournament at Wheeler yet?
We hadn't yet.
All right. But they'll be there. Again, Sea Arc is a major sponsor of this event. For the Catfish Tournament and the Expo. There's a Sea Arc Owners Catfish Tournament in April. It is the only exclusive owners tournament in the catfish sport, where it'll be 100% Sea Ark boats. That'll be at Wheeler Lake, Alabama this year. Always a big turnout, always a lot of big fish, always lots of teams like Lonnie and Dawn that are there every year fishing that event. So make sure you check that out online. We're going to let the fountains get back here and get some rest and watch the weigh-in, go back to some more live weigh-in action, and then we'll be back with some more interviews.
Team 142, another one of our veterans fishing in this tournament.
Tough time?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. Did you do any pre-fishing?
A little bit.
Yeah. So the pre-fishing was better than the today, or?
Not big fish caught so far.
Really? Just a rough all around, huh?
Yeah.
One fish weighing in at 5.90. Yes. Woo! This way. This way.
This is team number 9 now coming to the stage.
Be sick of damn fish for the day's over, huh? All right, you need some help with this one, Ty? Bringing in the big boys.
Oh, man, I brought dinner.
Brought dinner. This is what we're doing for the fish fry tomorrow.
3.23. 3.23.
Could be worth 40,000.
He's on the board.
A lot of people just like that.
He is on the board.
Tomorrow is open, yeah. Tomorrow is wide open. So good luck.
We want to thank also the Oklahoma Game and Fishing folks that are here helping out and making sure that these fish are, we take a lot of time to make sure these fish are properly taken care of, taken immediately back and put back in the lake.
Now, if anybody here has any questions about like safety, I know safety is a huge thing and they've got a lot of new regulations. There's a booth back here with the guys that work all over Oklahoma that will tell you about the safety on and off the water.
This is team 183. Yeah, come on. walk of shame. Walk of shame.
You didn't get skunked,
Hey,
did you?
5.24.
That's right. I don't know yet, but come this way right here. Yes, sir. Make sure you get your card. Good luck tomorrow. Hey, there's a bunch of them in that weight right now, so tomorrow is wide open. There's some big ones, don't get me wrong, but tomorrow's wide open. That's 62, I think. Yes, sir, with one fish. For real, That's it. Okay. CR. It's coming to you live from the 2020 TEXOMA CatMasters Catfishing Tournament and Expo. We'll come back to you live right after this word from our sponsor, Sea Ark.
'19 year-end closeout specials on all Blackbeard Marine. Drive to one of our 6 convenient locations and pick out your perfect boat. Every single boat is on sale at amazing prices. Here are just a few examples. Suncatcher Diamond Elite Pontoon boats up to $25,000 off. G3 fishing boats up to $13,000 off. Our status as the #1 G3 dealer in the world means amazing deals for you.
For the best performance on the lake, the winner, hands down, is Blackbeard Marine.
Back at the 2020 Texas CatMasters, Lake TEXOMA, Catfish Tournament, and Expo. So far, we've had quite a few teams come in, and a lot of teams didn't even catch. Between first place and 10th place, there's only 30 pounds separating those two. Right now, the Baldwins are in at 89 pounds worth of fish on the first day.
Yeah, and you know, those people that are at 20, 30, 40 pounds are very much in the game for tomorrow. And we've seen it in the other tournaments we've done at Possum Kingdom in Texas. One day can make a big difference. We've seen the winners come in on the first day, and then we've seen people come in and overtake first place by a long shot. So, again, we've said it many times, you just got to get on the board, and then you got a shot. And that's what a bunch of people did. We are through weighing fish today, and but want to invite you to visit our vendors and check out these boats. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on this evening and tomorrow, and we invite you to come back again same time tomorrow, and let's see who wins all that cash. Remember, we're going to give away $100,000 tomorrow in total prize money, $40,000 for first place.
$40,000 for, not including all the giveaways that we give for those that are in the audience, including that Sea Arc 16-foot aluminum flat-bottom boat with a 15 horsepower.
Yes.
Motor, 4-stroke on the back. I mean, we have fishing poles. We just have an enormous amount of stuff to give away. We have vendors that are selling fishing poles. We have reels. We have apparel from CatMasters. We have women's apparel in the back. We have anything from security teams in the back to fishing boats from Sea Arc and sides, four-wheelers, an enormous amount of stuff. You can go back and visit with the anglers. Those of you that are watching online, you can check out any of our sponsors on their websites. Come see us tomorrow. The ticket that you had for today will get you in the door tomorrow for free, and that also gives you a chance to win one of an enormous amount of prizes tomorrow here inside at the CatMasters.
Tomorrow's a very fun day.
So the guys that came in here at 3 pounds today, some of the people didn't even weigh in because they got skunked today.
Yep.
So tomorrow, those that are on the leaderboard may not be there anymore. I know the Baldwins want to be, but will they?
Yeah, if you're in first place, don't open up a line of credit yet at the casino.
That's if you're at first place today, hit the casino, and don't forget, here at the Choctaw Casino, there's a lot of stuff going on, and it goes on all night long.
Tomorrow night we got concerts in the venues, so it's going to be a fun. It's going to be a fun weekend. Once again, thank you to all of you who came. Especially thank you to all of you who've been watching online today. A number of people. We appreciate everything, and we'll be back with you, Dwayne and I, and everyone else will be back with you tomorrow, right here from Choctaw Casino. Thank you.
Okay, so I'm here with Thomas and Lila Whittington here, and R.C. Laurent. They brought in 26-pound big fish, 3 fish total, and 46 or 46-ish pounds, 47 pounds, somewhere around there total weight. So did you guys come in this week and pre-fish?
We got here one day, didn't fish at all just because of the weather. So we come out the next day. So we've only got one day of pre-fishing, other than weeks and months before that. So it was yeah, the weather has been so up and down, so pre-fishing don't do a whole lot of good. So it's just kind of get out there and wing it.
And so when you pre-fished, did you do pretty well, or did you have a tough time?
We had a tough time. Very tough time. We hooked. I mean, we landed one good fish and we lost a couple, and that was the story, and that's about all we did.
And then, so when you went in today to fish, did you stick with your game plan that you had, or did you change things up?
180, really.
Yeah, kind of a 180.
We pre-fished some spots that we thought we were going to start out, and we ended up going completely across the lake.
Yeah, and we started off kind of rough, and we just made a pretty good little run and found some fish.
Yeah.
I mean, still kind of the same game plan, just different area, and we found some fish.
And did you catch fish early, late, throughout the day? How'd it go?
It was pretty early.
Yeah, pretty early. I'm not going to say early or late. We'd get one here, one in the morning, and then one later in the evening, and then one after lunch. And so it was pretty sporadic, but it was just kind of a stick to the grind and just know what we were doing and hang with it.
Perfect. Again, I know I've said this a couple times now, but one of the reasons that we're talking to this team is because Lila is here with them, and really just trying to kind of impress upon everybody. Lots of husbands and wives, fathers, sons, fathers, daughters. Very, very diverse group of people fishing this tournament. Lots of families involved. It's something that you'll see constantly as you go out and participate in these catfish tournaments, that it's not like many of the other tournaments that you see in crappie and bass and things like that. Really is a family event in a lot of cases where people are really trying to to get family involved, and especially a situation like this with Lila fishing with this team today. She's a trooper, I'll tell you, because it's cold out there. It's not ideal conditions. Yeah.
We're not We're not on at 7. We're on at 5:30 in the morning. So.
Yeah.
It was cold. And another thing I'm going to add is, there's a lot of money. These are serious tournaments, but if you don't get your kids involved and you don't get the youth involved, then they're not going to. So, the money and everything's fun, but if you don't get your kids out here and fish with them, they're not going to want to do these things. So, whether you lose fish or you catch fish, if you don't get your kids out here, you got to get them involved.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 100%. Continue to pass it on. We all continue to preach that. You got to get kids involved. You got to get them out from in front of that Xbox and off that phone and those kind of things, and get them out fishing, hunting, outdoors, shooting, whatever you're doing, and pass that on, or it's going to die off. One thing that this team has said today is something that we really have heard time and time again in these interviews. They did well early. They struggled late. We're hearing a lot of people said they caught fish almost immediately. 8 or 9 o'clock, it died off. And then again, like you guys were talking about, you get kind of midday and then the bite has just kind of died. There's been very few teams that have come through that have said, we caught fish consistently throughout the day today, and we culled. And that's really, difficult if you don't have a lot of tournament experience, you don't have a lot of angling experience. And these guys are going out, they're using, these Humminbird and Lowrance fish finders. They're finding fish. They're sitting on them because they can see them and they know that they're there. So when you sit on those fish and you're not getting bit, it becomes very difficult to continue to sit and not, get activity. And then when you're in a tournament situation where you add this pressure of having a big payout involved, your mind kind of starts to wander and you start throwing things out. And I know you guys were probably bouncing things off each other today.
Well, we kind of pushed the Humminbird and the fish finder units to the side because it was showing us fish and we weren't getting them to eat. So we just went back to what we knew and we went back to basics. We said, let's do what we know. Let's go where we know the fish are, and that's what we did. Most of the fish we caught, we didn't graph. Yeah. So.
Yeah. And that's one thing, we've kind of talked as I've been off camera with some of these anglers. I've been hearing one thing is, there's been high pressure today, pretty big swing in morning to afternoon temperatures. And a lot of times what'll happen when that pressure gets up high, these catfish will go down and they'll lay right on the bottom, or they'll bury themselves down in the mud. You'll start catching fish and they'll be covered in mud top to bottom. And when you have that high pressure like that and those fish are hugging the bottom or burying themselves down in the mud, they're not moving around a whole lot. And that makes it even more difficult a lot of times, to graph those fish and sit on them. And, with all the technology that we have these days and being able to really see these fish and a lot of times tell if they're moving and things like that, sometimes kicking back, going old school, going with your gut will pay off. And it sounds like that's what you guys did today. So we're going to wrap up here. Anybody you want to thank real quick before we go?
Yeah, let me big shout out to a good friend of mine, Nick Webb, who runs Olympus, and then Ryan with Illumacy, the Nocturnal Nation guys. Got to give a big shout out to Kifa with Dip Illusions. They support me, my daughter, and my guide service and my team. And then, RC's got some guys he's going to talk to as well.
Okay, and RC?
I got Nocturnal Nation underneath me. I got Tackle Bandit. I think all these guys, man. It's been a great season. I'm excited to see what tomorrow brings for us.
Well, guys, thanks for joining us. Again, good luck tomorrow. You got a great weight to stay in contention. Again, I've talked about this a little bit so far, but things can change in a moment. When you're talking about fish that reach, 100 pounds easily in this body of water, one fish can completely and totally change the game for anybody. So, you're going to see lots of big changes throughout the day today, and then again tomorrow. We're going to go back to some more live weigh-in action. Let these guys go get some rest, and let young Lila here go get some rest. I think she probably wants to go get something to eat. And then we'll come back with some more interviews here just a little while.
This is Dwayne Morris. I'm here at the 2020 Lake TEXOMA CatMasters Tournament and Outdoor Expo. I'm here with Guppy from Montgomery County. Now, that's not your real name, but that's what everybody calls you.
That is what everybody calls me. It started out as a joke. I put the dog's name on Facebook, and people started associating that with the business and with our nonprofit, so I just left it that way. Now I'm Guppy.
Awesome. Now, you're with the Texas Trophy Catfish Association. You guys do a lot with the youth. You do a lot with conservation, teaching people about the industry and about fish in general. Can you tell us a little bit about where it came from and what y'all do?
Well, it's all started in 2017 when we decided that we were going to, I don't know how to put it into words. We wanted to help with conservation and change the regulations in Texas because they are horrible. Right now on Lake Conroe, you can go out and catch 25, 50-pound fish per person per day. And we'd like to change that so we're not killing our trophy catfish population and just eliminating them as a whole. So that started in 2017. In 2018, we obtained our 501c3 nonprofit for Texas Trophy Catfish Association and Trophy Catfish Association with the intent to spread across the country.
Now, what does that mean? What's the difference between that and just any kind of other organization?
The 501c3? Yes. That means we are a tax-deductible nonprofit. So when people donate to us or organizations, they get a tax receipt, and that's a tax deduction for them.
Awesome. So this isn't for you guys to raise a bunch of money for yourself. This is for the longevity of the sport, the longevity of the ecosystem, things like that, that you're trying to give back and learn more about these animals to be able to ensure the future of them and that people will be able to do this long into the future?
Yes, absolutely. To date, we've tagged over 12,000 pounds of trophy catfish, and we're using all that information to get research on their growth patterns so we can hopefully change the regulations in the future. We also teach children how to fish. We've taught 4,026 kids how to fish to date. Wow. It's a lot.
Yeah. Now, where does that come from? Why the kids? Why is that so important to you?
Well, it actually wasn't my idea. Our president, Kevin, he sent me a message one day and said, "Hey, do you want to hold a kids fishing event?" I'm like, "All right, sure, let's do that." And he said, "I want to hold it on World Fishing Day," which at the time was 12 days away.
Wow.
So I put together an event and got some flyers, and I tried to get some donations. I got 7 fishing rods, and I thought, I am on top of it. And then I checked my event page. I had 869 people RSVP'd. So I lost my mind a little bit, and then Fox 26 News called, and they wanted to do a live broadcast the day before the event. So kind of losing my mind, but everything went well. Nobody fell in the water. Nobody got hooked in the face, and the kids had a lot of fun. We had about 150 kids end up showing up, and we just decided from then on the next one's going to be bigger and better.
Awesome.
And we're going to keep going.
So how could your organization work with some of the other organizations that are already out there? How could you team up together that what you do would benefit them as well, not only today but long term?
Well, as of right now, we've been operating for 3 years, and we have 3 years worth of research on their growth patterns. Hopefully we can team up with some of these bigger organizations and use our research to help them and use their names to help push these regulations along.
Great. If you guys would like to find out some more information on the Texas Trophy Catfish Association, how could they get a hold of you guys to learn more and for their children, and maybe they're an organization that sees this and wants to team up with you?
They can go to txtca.org, email txtca@yahoo.com, or follow us on Facebook at Texas Trophy Catfish Association.
Awesome. Guppy, thank you. And I have a hard time calling a woman Guppy, but nevertheless, you seem to take it well. This is Dwayne Morris at the 2020 CatMasters at Lake TEXOMA. Here live at the 2020 CatMasters at the Choctaw Casino and Event Center. We have the CatMasters Catfish Tournament, the Outdoor Expo. Here we have brought in some phenomenal fish. We're not at the lake record yet. We're not at the world record yet, but we brought in some great fish. Our top team is pushing 89 pounds with 3 fish, and I think our bottom end is 3 pounds. A lot of guys just got skunked today. They didn't weigh in. So tomorrow is completely up for grabs on whatever you bring in. Could put you in that top 10, the money. They may bring in one fish that brings them for the money earner for that day for the big fish. So how do you see tomorrow playing out? Do you think the temperature, it's been pretty good. It's been in the 30s in the morning, 40s and 50s in the afternoon. But the wind changed directions today, which changes things up completely.
Absolutely. Yeah, so them guys, you know, it's going to flip-flop tomorrow. It's still anybody's game. It could be just somebody that didn't catch anything, just jump right up there at the top. But yeah, the wind changing, temperature, I think it's going to be the same temperature, but the wind changed. The guy said it got a little rough out there, spots, but it's still anybody's game.
It is, and Lake Texoma is known for a little bit of wind goes a long way out here.
A long way.
So you could be in just a little bit of rolling water, and that turned it into some pretty good swells, and that's hard to drift fish or to anchor up somewhere. There's a lot of different techniques that the guys use to catch those big fish. Tomorrow, I think a lot of them may be changing that up. Some of the guys pre-fished, said pre-fishing was horrible and today was great. Some guys said pre-fishing was great and today was horrible. So really tomorrow is anybody's game.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. Man, it could flip-flop. And, you know, it's called fishing for a reason. It's not called catching.
It's not called catching, though some of the guys would like it to be called catching for tomorrow. So today here, now, let's talk a little bit about, this is the first time that CatMasters not has put on a tournament, but has put on an outdoor expo along with the tournament. Why did you guys decide to go that route?
You know, we just wanted to step it up. We had to get our weigh-ins, our indoor weigh-ins, just in case the weather's bad. It turns out it's pretty good this time, but, you know, we've been in spots where it's just horrible, raining. But, you know, Sea Art came to us. We teamed up with them, one of our biggest sponsors. They have just gone out of their way to help us. We've got boats all over the place here. They've got Suzuki Marine that are outfitted their boats with, and then Master Marine Trailers is a awesome, awesome trailer.
You know, I've been looking through some of those boats out there. They not only look like fishing boats, but they look like a boat you would just go and beach up somewhere or anchor off and hook up next to your friends and have a drink and just sit down and have a good time. They're really set up with the family or a family type atmosphere in mind to be able to fish with your friends or family and to spend those long nights out there on the water lounging back in your Sea Arc boat.
That's right. Yeah, that Big Easy, it's got 2 big old couches on it. You could pull a tube behind it or whatever. I mean, it's a big, nice, comfortable boat.
It is a big, nice boat, and they caught me earlier trying to take a nap in one of them. So, you know, we talk about our sponsors here quite a bit because that really makes the event and it pulls the event off. It doesn't, one person just can't put this on. There's a lot that goes into it from getting the event ready, which you guys spent a year doing.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, B&M Rod stepped up too, and they said, you know what, you guys have got something going on. We want to be a part of it, and we welcomed them in on board. But you're right, it's taken us a year. We came up here in March, I believe, of last year, looked around, decided this was the place for us. Then we drove around the lake, and we've been up here, I don't know, 24 times just trying to fill this whole place out.
So now, talking about that, there's a lot of these guys have been here all week. So not only at a time like this on a lake, you really don't particularly see a lot of tourism because it's cold. A lot of people don't want to be on the lake. But catfishermen, that's the time they want to be there. That's when them big babies are biting.
That's right, yeah.
So they're here during the winter, so we can, as CatMasters, can bring to the local economy, can really boost it in a time they're normally down. How has it impacted in the areas that you've been before, and how do you think it'll impact this area, just putting this tournament on, these guys being here for a week at least?
Yeah, you know, we've done like we said earlier, we've done impact studies at Possum Kingdom, and we came up with the figures of close to $250,000 that these loyal fishermen bring in and spend in our town, in our gas stations, in our restaurants, in our hotels. And for wintertime, that's big. That's big for a business owner.
It is. It's big money, you know. And I'm actually staying at the campgrounds over here, and I believe you are too.
Yeah.
Those campgrounds, the guy said, "No, we're never full in January," and they are sold out, completely sold out. The hotels are sold out. The around the lake is sold out. I mean, between the local events that the Choctaw Casino is trying to put on, plus what CatMasters is doing, I wouldn't be surprised if we don't bring in a lot more than $250,000 to this area alone.
Yeah, I'm anxious to see the numbers on this.
It should be good. Now, you know, we talk about our sponsors. We have big sponsors, C-Arc, you know, the
B&M, Suzuki.
B&M. We have some big sponsors, and we have small sponsors that come in and just set booths up.
Absolutely. The vendor spots, we've got Blackbeard Marine that came across the lake over here. They've got pontoon boats, C-Arc boats, G3 boats, Tadpole Marine. We've got Jones Motorsports, Sundowner. You know, these guys are local companies here that saw what we were doing. They don't know us. We went to them and said, "Hey, will you come help us?" And they said, "Absolutely." We've got a lot of small vendors here. There's too many to name. I saw a guy walking out with a fishing rod just a minute ago. So they're selling fishing rods and tackle.
Yes, they are. You know, we have groups here we actually have a RV camper, a small camper that is set up to sell women's apparel out of the camper that is literally inside the expo center. So if you guys are watching online and you're not, you know, maybe 10, 12 hours away, get in your car right now. Come on down. You guys will be able to see it tomorrow. We'll have a fish fry tomorrow, and I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, Chef Andrew's back there in the back. He was making these big old hamburgers and Wagyu hot dogs today. But, yeah.
Quarter-pounder hot dogs.
They were huge. Huge.
Amazing. I think the staff here has had more food than anybody else.
That's right.
It's been great. They're doing drink sales from the Choctaw Casino. You know, let's talk a little bit about the casino and how they have come on board and really saw the vision of what you're wanting to do and trying to help take it to that next level.
Yeah, so everything that we've needed, the security came over here last night and said, "Y'all do have a lot of boats." He said, "We will patrol this area for y'all." We didn't realize how big it was going to be.
So we were looking at, 232 teams, I believe, literally filled the parking lot at the Choctaw Casino with trucks and boats. Right. It was a pretty cool sight to see, especially when I was trying to park because I got here late. But it was a great time. We have there's catfishing associations that are here. They do a lot of research and development on how these animals, the fish interact and to be able to create an atmosphere of longevity for this sport and for the catfish in general, that you could team up with them. We have fish tanks, live well tanks. If you wanted to put on your boat, you could order those online. You go to CatMasters.com.
You bet.
And check that out.
We've got a lot of guys over here doing the conservation. Really, really trying to, just how you hold the fish and not yanking him up by his jaw, and proper live well stuff and oxygen, and there's just so much to it. And the more that these guys come out here and teach the public, it's not a toe sack thing. You don't just drag it by your boat anymore. Let's let the big ones live for our kids, down the road.
We got a special report coming in here.
Oh, looky here.
Thank you, Vanna. So we've got our top 10. We'd like to talk a little bit about that. So right now, setting number 1, Chris and Kylie Baldwin out of Oklahoma.
Yeah.
At 89.44 pounds. Now, I was with them down at Possum Kingdom. They did really well at Possum Kingdom as well. Not only great at fishing, obviously they're setting number 1 with a phenomenal total, but just good people.
Yeah,
beautiful daughter
people
running around. So it's really a family sport. So, and then all the way down to 10th place, we got David Shipman, Jeremy Munger, and Dwayne Buckridge from Missouri.
All the way from Missouri.
All the way. We have people from 27 different states that
That's
came in
right.
here. So the difference in the leaderboard is 89 to 51. That's in the top 10. That's one fish.
Yeah.
So, is there some on here that just stand out to you?
Man, they all do. That we've got some Lonnie Fountain. They're from Georgia. Most of them. I guess there's some Oklahoma guys here, but most of them are not local.
Yeah.
So.
Even the ones that are from Oklahoma, Texas, surrounding areas, they're not accustomed to this lake. So they, it's been a little hard for them. Now, Chris and Kylie, they kind of fish everywhere. Those guys go all over.
That's right.
They are great tournament fishermen and women. So it's actually a great thing. You're going to see more of this. If you guys like to check us out online, go to thecatmasters.com. You can check out the Facebook page. You can watch this over and over, which I know you guys would love to do. You'll be able to see the fish that are coming in, the fish that come in tomorrow. If you get a chance, please come down, get a ticket, come into the expo, get in line for the catfish tomorrow.
Absolutely. And just remember, it's anybody's game going into tomorrow.
It is anybody's game. Walk around the outdoor expo with boats. We have conservation areas. We have safety for on and off the water. We have security groups. With the Paratus group, we have fishing rods. We have everything.
Everything. Giving that boat away, too.
The boat is going to be given away, and you have to be here live. So if you're watching online, you see this tomorrow or some other time, come check us out at the Choctaw Casino for the 2020 CatMasters in Durant, Oklahoma. This is Ty Nall, and I'm Dwayne Morris, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
'19 year-end closeout specials on all boats at Blackbeard Marine. Drive to one of our 6 convenient locations and pick out your perfect boat. Every single boat is on sale at amazing prices. Here are just a few examples. Suncatcher Diamond Elite Pontoon boats up to $25,000 off. G3 fishing boats up to $13,000 off. Our status as the #1 G3 dealer in the world means amazing deals for you.
For the best performance on the lake, the winner hands down is Blackbeard Marine.